Welcome. It's Mr. Master Key coming to you live and direct. I just wanted to say thank you for your interest in becoming a house hunter for Master Key Investments. This video right here is just going to be a quick start, kind of like a mini training, just to kind of give you an idea of what it means to be a house hunter, what is the job of a house hunter, and how do I execute that job as a house hunter for Master Key Investments. Just a little information about our company. We are a real estate investing wholesaling company in Atlanta, Georgia. We're based out of Atlanta, Georgia. And what we do is we wholesale properties to other investors who like to fix and flip them on the retail market, which means flip them with an agent, or who like to fix them up and rent them out for long-term cash flow. That's pretty much our business. That is the gist of it. That is what we do. Now let's get down to the nitty-gritty of it. House hunting. First things first off, you need to know what type of properties are Master Key Investments actually looking for. Glad you asked. First things first, we have 3 properties that we look for. Number 1, code violation properties. These are properties that might have fire damage. These are properties that are not up to code, that normally come with a big sign on the front window and the front door telling you that, hey, you have a violation. Number 2, vacant or abandoned properties, which sometimes, actually all the time, can tie hand in hand with code violations. Only difference is these vacant and abandoned properties don't have code violations, right? The third type of property is called a FSBO, which is a for sale by owner property. These properties, you normally drive by and you see a sign in the front yard and it says, for sale by owner. Or it can just say for sale. These properties we love to get also. We do pretty houses, we do ugly houses. This is pretty much our business. A lot of your for sale by owners in most cases are going to be more pretty houses than your vacant and your code violation houses, which will more so be kind of on the ugly side. Now, let's break down what these houses look like. So I went in the field today and I went and took some video footage to actually show you guys exactly what it is that I'm looking for. First type of property, code violations. Check it out. All right, you guys, this right here is our bread and butter, our favorite type of properties to get, code violations. Anytime you come across a property, it might look run down, distressed, any type of issues, but it has that green sticker on it, it's bread and butter. That's what you need to get. These are called code violations. You hop out your car, walk on up to the property. Nobody lives there, I guarantee it. Walk on up to the property, take down the address, send it on over to masterkeyinvestments@gmail.com. Again, these are code violations, bread and butter. We love these properties. So as you can see, when you look at the video, I specifically show you what type of things that you're looking for to find a code violation property. You can see in the video the green sign. Sometimes it might be white, sometimes it might be pink. But either way, you're going to see a sign in the window. Just a piece of paper, City of Atlanta, City of Snellville, City of Decatur, City of Smyrna, whatever city that you're in that you're looking. You're going to see this paper on there and it's going to tell you, hey, code violation, take those down. Next property we're going to take a look at is a vacant/abandoned property, which is pretty much the same thing. Abandoned just sounds more distressed. Take a look. Okay, so if you look behind me, you'll see some of the type of houses that we're looking for when you're driving around and you're looking for houses for Master Key Investments being a house hunter. We're looking for houses that have boards on the windows. These right here are indicative of being a property that is vacant and nobody lives there. A lot of times you'll see that some grass would be overgrown. The grass isn't really overgrown here, but in some cases you'll see that. But all in all, you'll be able to tell it's vacant by being boarded up. We're looking for all of these. Any of them that you can find, take down the address, give me the address, number, and the street name, and send it on over to masterkeyinvestments@gmail.com. As you can see with this property, it's high grass, tall grass. You can tell it's distressed. Somebody hasn't been there in a while. Broken windows, it's boarded up. We need all of those. Take down the address, take down address number, street number, send it on over to me at masterkeyinvestments@gmail. Any of them that you see. Distressed properties, tall grass, boards on the windows, trash in the yard. Looks like nobody's been there for a while. Take it down, send it on over. The uglier the better. Yes. So as you can see through the video, you have different types and different variations of vacant/abandoned homes. You have tall grass. Some of them might not have tall grass. Some of the properties might actually be well maintained, but they're boarded up. You know they're vacant. Right? These are properties we like. Take down the address. Take a picture of it if you do. If you want to be great at what it is that you're going to be doing, take a picture and send it over to us. It might get you an extra bonus on your check. Check out this last type of property that we look for, FSBOs, for sale by owners. Check out the video. Here we go. All right, now, so here you have another one of the type of houses that we look for, which we call FSBOs, which are for sale by owner properties. They have a sign in the yard that say for sale or for sale by owner, usually with a phone number. We do not look for properties that have agent signs in the yard, which are Keller Williams, Berkshire Hathaway, examples like that. Some of these houses that are for sale by owner, they might be boarded up. Some of them might look like people are living there. Either way, it's fine. Take down the phone number, give me the street number and the street name. All right, now that you got to look at that and you was able to see an example of exactly what it is that we're looking for, you're probably sitting there and you're asking yourself, well, Mr. Master Key, Kendall, how do we find these properties? Great question. How you find these properties are what we like to call D4D, which is called driving for dollars. When you drive for dollars, you get in your car. You can do this with friends, family, by yourself. You get in the car, you drive around your area. Low income to mid income is pretty much our sweet spots, but not in a war zone. A war zone is considered somewhere where you do not feel comfortable going yourself. 9 times out of 10, it's a war zone. It's pretty bad. We like to stay away from the super bad areas. We can take low income, kind of bad areas, but very bad areas we like to stay away from. For instance, The Bluff, Vine City down by Georgia Dome. If you're in Atlanta, you know exactly what it is that I'm talking about. So a way to find these properties is driving for dollars. You drive around, and you look for the signs like the example that we showed you previously of these type of properties. You just stop, pull over, take down the information. What I like to do is I like to take $20, put it in my tank, and just drive around. You do that for 4 weeks. Let's say that's $80 that you've invested, and you've maybe accumulated, let's just say 100 properties, right? Well, once you've done your job, it's on me to pull the information for these properties and start to market to these properties. So for $80, you could potentially make $500 up to $2,000. You never know, just depending on how much we sell the property for and how much we profit. So that is a way where you can go ahead and find these properties that we're looking for. Another way to make some money doing house hunting is to ask family and friends if they know somebody or if them themselves are looking to sell a property. We call those referrals. If you find those, we treat them the same way. You get paid. Send them on over to us. As soon as we close the deal, within 1 business day, whether it be the same day, depending on the time, or next day, you will either get cash, personal check, whichever you like to get. It's up to you. Next thing you're probably wondering is, okay, so I got it, I drive for dollars, I know what I'm looking for, I found the property. What do I do when I find the property? Well, what you do when you find the property, first things first, take down the street number, street name, and the city that you're in. If you're not sure of the city that you're in, you can use an app. It's called HomeSnap. That's HomeSnap. It's a free app. No, I'm not affiliated. It's just a great app to use. You use the app, you take a picture of the property, and it'll give you city, state, of course we'll be in Georgia, and zip code. That way you can put the correct area of where your house is at. Now, I do recommend when you're driving around and you're finding these properties to separate them by county. So if you're going to drive in Cobb County one day, Fulton County one day, Gwinnett County one day, separate the properties. Separate them by list. And when you send them over to me, put Cobb County properties. Boom, there goes the list. Fulton County properties. Boom, there goes the list with whatever attached pictures that you do have. Now, once you get this list of properties and you have them separated by county, then you have to submit them. Well, how do you submit them? Write to me. masterkeyinvestments@gmail.com. That's MASTERKEY investments with the S at the end @gmail.com. Submit all properties to that email address. When I get them, I will know that you sent them to me because I separate my leads by name when it comes to house hunters. And you also keep records for what properties that you send, so that when it's time to get the deal closed, it's time to get the deal done. You have records, I have records, everything is on the up and up. Now, a lot of times I do get the questions asked to me, is there a minimum number of properties that I can submit? Is there a maximum number of properties that I can submit? The answer is not at all. You can send 1, you can send 500, you can send 10, you can send 50. Either way, it does not matter. You can send as many as you would like. Just remember, this is a numbers game. The real estate business is a numbers game. The more you send me, the more possibilities you have to cash checks. The more leads I get, the more possibilities I have to cash checks, right? Which brings me to my next point. When do we close? The normal average time from me getting a lead to closing is about 30 to 35 days. Sometimes it can be longer, sometimes it can be shorter, depending on how far the direct mail has to travel, depending on how many times I have to hit the same lead. It just depends. But if you're continuously sending me leads, you're continuously giving yourselves opportunities to cash checks, and everybody eats and everybody is happy. If you're getting this video, then that means that you got my email prior to this video. Now, I just wanted to once again go over what it actually takes to do this business as far as tools needed to do this business. It doesn't cost you any money but gas in your car, but as far as tools needed to do this business, you will need a few things. Number one, you will need a cell phone, right? Preferably a smartphone where you can download apps like HomeSnap to help you with your search for properties. Number two, you will need a camera if your smartphone doesn't already have a good camera, right? Number three, you'll need pen and you'll need pad to take down and write down the addresses that you get. Sometimes I put them in my phone, but to be honest, I'm just a pen and paper kind of guy. I like to write down my addresses so I can see them. If you like the phone better, hey, by all means, do what it is that you do. Outside of that, you'll need transportation, which I already spoke on. You'll just need gas for your car, maybe gas for a friend's car if you decide to ride with them. However it is that you get your transportation, you'll need it to do this business. Other than that, you're pretty much good to go. And an email address that you can go ahead and send me over the properties. Everything I just named to you is free. It doesn't cost you anything but a couple dollars for some gas. That's about it. Other than that, that's your only investment. And time. Time is your only other investment. When you're putting in this work, just remember there's a bigger picture, a bigger goal. The more that you send, the more opportunities that you have, the more money that you can make. And this is a part-time business. You can do this 5 hours a week and have enough leads to where your opportunities will continue to rise and rise over time. So that pretty much concludes the training that I have for you today. If you have any questions or anything that I didn't cover, feel free to email me at masterkeyinvestments@gmail.com. Again, that's masterkeyinvestments@gmail.com. Any questions that you have, send it on over to me. I'll be happy to help. Once you watch this video, you're ready to go. You can go ahead and get started. Once again, I want to say thank you for your interest in becoming a house hunter. Hopefully you'll be out there hunting houses soon, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.